And I'm back for the final battle of God of War. Yesterday I did all of Pandora's Temple, or not yesterday, the day before I did all of Pandora's Temple. I made it all the way to the end, and I fucking raged. On the final room of Pandora's Temple, I raged pretty hard. But it was only on the final room that I raged. The entire Pandora's Temple, I actually loved the whole thing. And then Hell was pretty annoying as well. Right, but it was not as annoying as that conveyor belt room. Right, so... I mean, the game's still pretty good, just that room was kind of a little bit OP. And I really can't say anything, because I've done OP shit too. Got a taste of my own fucking medicine, unfortunately. And this is an adult game with a lot of violence and a lot of swearing, so... there's going to be swearing, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to do that disclosure. Sorry. And again, with the chat disconnected again. Just doesn't, not better, is it? It's always worse. So the only chatters are 404 errors. That's it. That's the unfortunate of YouTube. They have all the power to fucking block all the ads and the ad blockers and all this bullshit, but they don't have time to fix their fucking service. Gotta love YouTube, don't they? So it says right there, it doesn't lie. Final battle with Ares. I defeated Ares yesterday, and then I ran out of time because I was streaming for almost like 12 hours. So I stopped at around 10 hours something, you know. And since I raged, I didn't feel like adding the last part in. But yeah, so, but I played for so long yesterday. I should have just quit at the end of Pandora's Temple and not even continued on. I should have quit. I pretty much should have quit when I got to that area when the guy drops the rope down to save you. I should have quit right there and did that part today. But that part was easy. It's interesting that certain parts of the game are harder than other parts. Like difficulty spikes, dude, in the game. So apparently, if you defeat Harry's, I noticed yesterday, you can get everything I can get everything maxed out, right? Which is kind of annoying because there's no like save points or whatever. So it's kind of really annoying. So I'm guessing you, but see, that's the most annoying part is you have to max out everything, and it doesn't like save. It doesn't give you like a checkpoint or anything, which is really, really annoying. I feel like after the final boss, if they're gonna give you like a shitload of XP, maybe like give me an opportunity to like have a save point so I can upgrade everything or something, you know, or probably just give me all the XP when the battle is over. You know, and because the battle continues, he has like different phases and shit. And I feel like you should have got a reward at the end of the game, like all this extra experience instead of just mid-battle, which is kind of annoying, right? So I pretty much maxed out all the weapons in the game, right? At when you beat the boss, because it gives you like 40,000 or 40 scrolls of maybe 40,000 orbs or something. Which is, I mean, it's rewarding, of course, right? I actually like Harry's final battle. It's hard. It's supposed to be hard. He's the final boss, just like with any other game that I've played with a final boss, right? It's supposed to be hard. I feel like all the bosses in the game, like all the actual bosses before Ares, were super easy. Like, so they're kind of just like epic boss battles that weren't challenging. They were just really, really, really long. Like the Hydra or the armored Minotaur in the basement. Like, those are just like really just long battles. They're not even hard. They were just awesome. They're epic and awesome. I think the hardest enemies in the game has to have been some of those mini bosses every now and then you'll face. I think those were like really hard parts. The puzzles were actually not too bad. I didn't really have any difficulty on any of the puzzles. Like, they were not extremely hard at all. The only parts that I found extremely unnecessarily hard was possibly the box in the beginning, very beginning of the game, that stupid conveyor belt at the end of Pandora's temple. That's like the very last room. That part was stupid. And I would say maybe the part after Ares is kind of dumb too, because it's an escort mission, and I fucking hate escort missions. I hated them in Assassin's Creed. Now I have to do one here. So after you beat Ares, it's not really a spoiler because it happened last game, or last stream, a few days ago. You have to protect your wife and child from being murdered by all the Kratoses, and then you have to protect them. So pretty much you have to borrow your health into their health. And then I think what's worse about that battle is there's like some guy in the distance that spawns and starts shooting bow and arrows at you. Like, it's just, again, unnecessarily hard for no reason. But except I can actually be grateful this time because there's no conveyor belts. But problem is the conveyor belts have been replaced with the protecting the AI. So that's the most annoying part. Now you have to not only survive, but you have to protect your AI, and after every time you hug your AI, you have to play a tutorial that you cannot skip, and then you have to like do this animation for it to register, and it's really, really annoying. Like, it's super annoying. But that's my opinion, okay? And I have every entitled to my opinion, right? I think God of War is an amazing game. It's just, there's certain parts that just kind of frustrate the players and make the game a little bit bad. That's it. And there's probably only like 3 parts that I found out that it was not very good. Just 3 out of the hundreds of parts in the game. I think people just like to jump to conclusions and start going after the Let's Player because they insulted us, like, very minuscule parts of the game when they praised the entire game from beginning to end. And if you watch my entire playthrough, I praised the game, gave it so many good benefits, and then I had a few little bit of frustrations here and there, and I had some major frustrations here and there. It's gonna happen. I'm sorry, but games are not gonna be perfect because we're not perfect, and that's just how it is. You know what I mean? You know, even the games that I grew up with has problems too, like Metroid Prime and fucking Halo and all these other games that I play, you know? And Zelda, you know? They're like, not all the games are going to be perfect. Like, everyone's not going to like a certain part, and I'm just going to have to deal with it. It is the final battle, so since it's the final battle, I need to get good and suck it up and figure out a way to do it. Complaining ain't gonna make a fucking difference. You're still gonna fucking lose, even though it is fucking annoying. You know, I still got through with the last room, Pandora's Temple, even though I would say that's probably the worst part of the game. I would say, is the Pandora's moving conveyor belt section at the very end. Yeah, it's like playing my jump map on steroids, Master's Fortress. Okay. So that's the very end. It's not the end of my stream. It's like the area where I take a break. Like where I go BRB for like 2 hours and I come back. That's the area you should watch because I fucking get really pissed off. And then I die like 20 times and then pause and think about my life decisions for like 10 minutes and start fucking ranting. And I go back to the game and pass it within the 5 minutes. And then I was like, this is stupid. And I finally did it. You know, and then fucking Ares fucking 360 no-scopes me across the universe with a spear. So, you know, Destiny's got to watch that part, because that part's fucking insanely bizarre. Okay, so you have that as well. Like, Destiny will fucking die. I'm watching someone else watching play video games. So, the final battle, might as well just get the health, maybe? Right? And then go back and save again? You know, because my health is not full. And I don't feel like dying, and then getting the health chest again and going back and fucking grabbing the chest and going back and saving again when it's already done. So this is the final battle of God of War 1.
Kratos had traversed the desert of lost souls.
We're gonna watch the cutscene again.
The deadly traps of Pandora's temple and escaped Hades itself. There was but one task left.
Zeus! Do you see now what your son can do? You cast your favor on Athena, but her city lies in ruins before me. And now, even Pandora's box is mine. Would you have me use it against Olympus itself?
Kratos, returned even from the underworld.
Is this the best you can do, Father? You send a broken mortal to defeat me, the God of War?
He is the God of War.
After thousands of years, Pandora's box was finally opened. The power of the gods unleashed.
I'm becoming a big boy now, you see? I'm erecting into the man that I wants to be.
You're still just a mortal. Every bit as weak as the day you begged me to save your life.
I am not the same man you found that day. The monster you've created has returned to kill you.
You have no idea what a true monster is, Kratos. Your final lesson is at hand. Prepare to join your family, Spartan.
I'm doing. Been trapped in an animation. Oh my goodness, he's like the nemesis.
Why do you resist me, Spartan?
I can't block this attack. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness.
You have already lost, Spartan!
Oh my goodness.
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades.
All right, I beat him. All right, I beat him first try this time.
Mortal Kratos. Flesh that burns, bones that break.
Bones that break.
A man's spirit is to truly destroy him.
Yeah, you have to play Master's Fortress for that.
Do you recognize this place, Spartan? The location of your greatest failure? Perhaps there is a chance you can undo the deeds of the past.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have made
Nightmares
Master's
that have haunted
Fortress.
Kratos for the past 10 years had now taken form and substance. His past stood before him.
Yeah, Master's Fortress. Fireball is Ares.
Kratos! What's happening? Where are we?
By the gods, can this be real?
Fireball's gonna torture me on this part. This is revenge from Master's Fortress.
Ares, there is nothing you can put in my way to stop me. I will save my family.
I hope so. Because this part's hard as shit. Oh no! I fell off the map. No, these guys are pissing me off. No, no, fuck. I don't think I can use this. Oh my goodness, I keep fucking falling off the map now. Come on, fuck off! Oh my goodness, I couldn't.
I couldn't stop them. They were too strong.
Well, trying to switch my abilities and I got trapped into an animation loop. Well, this is the reason why God of War is hard, when you have to deal with hordes of enemies like this. Now you have to protect somebody. Oh my god, this is so annoying. This is actually really annoying, this part. Oh my goodness, this chick is already dying. My goodness, dude. Oh my... I just get fucked because I want to dodge backwards so I can do that maneuver so I can get them all scattered, and I can't. It's so easy to fall off the map in this game. Shoot the fucking guy on the cliff, you motherfucker, dude. This game, dude. Am I supposed to kill this last guy?
Kratos had done the impossible. He had saved his family.
Kratos, please take us home.
Do you see, God of War? You took them once, but you'll never have them again.
You cannot save them, Kratos. You gave them up in your quest for ultimate power. There is a price to pay for everything you gain.
Not that price. I didn't want them to die.
No price is too high for what I offered.
And you rejected me.
A god!
Now, you will have no power.
No magic! All that is left for you is death!
Oh, not again.
You should have joined me, Kratos. You should have been stronger.
By the gods.
The battle was not over. The gods, it seemed, had a final gift for Kratos.
I still have allies in Olympus, Ares. Now, you will see how strong I am.
Alright, the final battle. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness, dude. How was I supposed to dodge that? My game froze! My game froze! What the fuck? Why? What is this bullshit? Are you serious? Oh my god, are you fucking serious, dude? Come on! Is this an emulation garbage? Oh, what? What the fuck is wrong with this fucking game, dude? Are you serious? It just unfroze? What the fuck was that shit? I've been playing this game for like, what, 13 to 15 hours and I never got a single fucking crash, dude. What the fuck is going on, dude? Okay, well... Now you're gonna take away my frame rate? Is that what you're gonna do, boss? How do I dodge with this fucking thing, dude? Guess you can't. My goodness, dude. Guy's just waiting for me. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. There's nothing I could do about it. I mean, I froze in the middle of the game. Just kind of annoying, but just how it is. Oh my goodness, he fucking double fucked me there. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, dude.
Kratos, it was I who saved you in your time of greatest need.
You
I
killed
haven't
my
forgotten,
family.
Ares. I remember how you saved me.
That night, I was trying to make you a great warrior.
You succeeded.
And I have defeated you. That's what you get for betraying me and making me slaughter my family.
Kratos had done the impossible. A mortal defeating a god. Ares was no more.
Just exploded into a nuclear bomb? What the fuck? He just destroyed everything. Okay then.
The city had been saved and would thrive again.
But everyone's
The
dead.
same could not be said for Kratos, for as he sought to rebuild his soul with the help of the gods, the truth was revealed to him.
Athena, rid me of the memories that haunt me still.
You have done well, Kratos. Though we mourn the death of our brother, the gods are indebted to you. We promised your sins would be forgiven, and so they are. But we never promised to take away your nightmares. No man, no god could ever forget the terrible deeds you have done.
In the end, knowing the visions of his past would never leave him, Kratos made his way to the bluffs overlooking the Aegean Sea.
The gods of Olympus have abandoned me.
Started the game.
Now there is no hope.
And Kratos cast himself from the highest mountain in all of Greece. After 10 years of suffering, 10 years of endless nightmares, it would finally come to an end. Death would be his escape from madness.
But he's not gonna die. He is the god of war.
The fate of Kratos was not as it seemed. The gods had other plans.
Poseidon?
Borne aloft like a feather, Kratos found himself risen from the sea and placed on solid earth.
You will not die this day, Kratos. The gods cannot allow one who has performed such service to perish by his own hand. Ares' tactics were brutal. His path of destruction had to be stopped. But now there is an empty throne in Olympus, and a new god of war is needed.
Okay.
Take these stairs, Kratos. They lead to your ultimate reward.
There's can the thing get the fucking thing out of my eyeballs? Holy shit, my eyes. My greatest enemy is having a hairball in my eyeballs, a fireball. I got Athens blades. Not Artemis's blades, but Athens blades now. Mount of Olympus. I have made it to greatness. The statue of Smoky Massacre and Fireball and Hunter Unit and Ree and all the jumpers have made it here. Dude, there's something in my eyes and it's fucking killing me, dude. I'm dying. My greatest foe is a hair in my eyeball. Imagine being a warrior back in the day fighting an army and you get a fucking hair in your eyeball and you die because of that? Just, can you imagine being a frontline soldier and having a fucking hair in your eyeball? What do you do? I think it's your easy pickings for the enemy at that point. Max out everything. Isn't there a save point for me? Can I have a save point? Some gold up there. I am at the heights of Olympus. There is a save point. You gaze upon the bones of your defeated foe. Oh, that is the Minotaur in the basement. And then Ares, you are finally free of your insane war god. And then the Hydra is right there. This is the throne of the god of war. Take your rightful place upon it. There, I am the god of war. My arm's going through the curtain.
And from that point forward, throughout the rest of time, whenever men rode forth to battle for good cause or for evil, they did so under the watchful eye of the man who had defeated a god. They were driven forward by Kratos, the mortal who had become the new god of war.
Hey, why is there World War II in there? You have completed God of War. Treasures of Olympus have been unlocked. God mode has been unlocked. And that is the end of the game. The final battle has been conquered. You know what? That last battle was pretty epic. I don't even know why I tried yesterday. I was really tired from Pandora's Temple. But that part wasn't too bad. So the hardest part is definitely the last room of Pandora's Temple. As I knew it. I like the mural of all the videos in the background. We did freeze up this game, but I'm not going to count the freeze part of the rating of the game. I feel like that's an emulator bug. Kratos will return. And yes, I will return. So I did it on Hero. Alright, we beat God of War. And that is going to be the end of my God of War experience. To be fair, how many times did I get pissed off in this game? I probably got pissed off 2 times across my entire playthrough of 20 hours. First time playing God of War 1 on normal difficulty. And I truly, truly loved the game. Although there were minor inconveniences and a little bit of... I would say there's only literally maybe 2 OP parts in the game. And mainly the awkward camera angle. That's the only issues that I have. That's it. Like very, like minimal things. So I like to rate the game after every playthrough that I do. And I reach to the very, very end. I don't second guess myself until I reach the end, past the credits screen. That's when I rate the game. And I'm going to give God of War 1 a 9 out of 10 because it deserves a 9 out of 10. It was a truly incredible game, and I love Pandora's Temple. I think Pandora's Temple was by far the best temple I've ever played in my life, even though this was such a long time ago and something that I missed out on. Right? It just, so many elements from so many different games are there, and I think they got it from this game because this game is so old. So... yeah, 9 out of 10, an incredible game. It's kind of sad to see. Well, it's not really sad to see because God of War Ragnarok, I gave it a 9 out of 10 and I was playing on inferior software. I was playing on my regular PS4. If I played God of War Ragnarok on my PC or on my PS5, I probably would give God of War Ragnarok a 10 out of 10. But since I was playing on crappy software, I still gave it a 9. I gave God of War 2018 a 9 as well. But God of War Ragnarok, I think, was a much more polished game. So Santa Monica Studios still to this day can deliver good God of War games. There were some questionable sections of the game. Obviously the Pandora, last room in Pandora's Temple, which I think was... that part probably shouldn't have been there. Or maybe, I don't know, probably done it a little bit differently. Maybe the box, if they ever remake this game, maybe that room maybe could be a little bit less, not as stupidly hard. Because the final boss was nowhere near as hard as the last room of Pandora's Temple. Pandora's Temple is by far the hardest thing in the game, but I mean, it's really, really kind of hard to say because I don't speak for everybody. If there's 6 billion people that play the game, then someone's going to struggle with something, and someone's going to be good at something that someone else. Like, just because you find a part easy, it might be hard for somebody else. And just because I find a part easy, it may be hard for you. And that is what a lot of people forget about when they play these games. It's not based on how difficult you thought it was, because it's just a broad range. You just can't tell. You just cannot tell. You know, if I make a game and I think it's easy, well, obviously I made it. It's going to be impossible for somebody else, and they're going to think it's wrong or whatever. Or if somebody plays an online multiplayer game and somehow he's just better than everyone in the lobby, everyone is going to report him for cheating even though he was playing legit. It's the same basic concept. And it's just kind of annoying when that happens. But I gave the game a 9 out of 10. If they remastered the game and they changed the cameras and stuff, it could be a perfect 10. Like, easily, you know? Yeah, music was amazing. Graphics, I'm not really going to judge the graphics. For its time, the graphics are still pretty good. It's the gameplay that was phenomenal. The gameplay is phenomenal. That's the reason why I got a 9. So many games nowadays just fuck up the gameplay so badly. Like, this game had a dash, it had a dodge, it had a block, and it had a parry. 4 different options. And it can possibly even have a counterattack that I didn't even know about. So that's 5 different options. So there's no room to complain. And then when you have all those elements to defend yourself as a warrior in the game, then you can increase the difficulty. And yes, it did get hard at the end with the swarms of enemies, but it's supposed to be like that, right? I think the part that really drove me insane was the obstacle course where people are shooting at you. I wanted to put that in my jump map, but I stepped myself back a little bit, and I said, you know what? I'm going to take a step back, and I'm not going to do this to torture the player. So I made the map easier, but it's still hard. I don't know. It all depends on your patience and if you're willing to do it and you have the determination to do it at the end of the day. And yesterday, I was just too tired. I did all of Pandora's Temple. Why the fuck did I think I was going to do the final boss? Of course not. Especially my first time ever playing God of War 1. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I got some sleep, let the episode render, got on today, and beat it in less than an hour. I beat Ares the first part. First try, I got stuck on that little horde mode bit for a few tries. Figured it out, passed it. Then I beat the second battle of Ares. First try. I don't think I died. But I did freeze. And that's bad if I froze, because then I had to do the whole thing all over again. But for whatever reason, it did froze. So I don't know if that's a bug in the game, or if you wait to a certain point and you press the button, it freezes because the game didn't register, or that's an emulation problem. I don't know. All I know is I am playing on an emulator. It didn't freeze or crash the entire time at all. So the fact that it crashed at the end right there is kind of annoying. But that's just how it is. You know, the power could have shut off. Well, if the internet shut off, I wouldn't lose the game because it's on the local computer. But if the power shut off, I would have been screwed too, you know? So you have that as well. Those things can happen. And it sucks. You know, just like my eyeball. My eyeball started to itch because I had a hair in my eye in the middle of the battle. And it was hurting a lot. But then I kind of had to suck it up and I guess pause the game and try to get the hair out of my eye to see if I can, you know, beat the boss, you know. So many things were against me. Fireball was against me. No, Fireball was not against me, but you know what I mean. Fucking hair in my eye, the game freezing. So many things were against me that fucking episode. It was crazy. And, yeah. So that's going to... I don't know if that's going to be it for me. This is going to be it for the stream, because I want to start God of War 2 today. I have God of War 2. That's the last God of War game I'm going to play, and then no more God of War until they do a remastered or I play the newest God of War. Because I already played God of War Ragnarok. I already played God of War 2018. I played God of War 3 already, long time ago. Okay, I already Let's Played those games, because it was on the PS4, and I had a PS4. So God of War 2 will be played in the same style, same everything. Just like I did with this game you see in the background. Resident Evil Outbreak. Okay, and this one's File 2. This is the level with the ass gas, where the ass gas kills you. Because ass gas comes out of the floor and suffocates you and kills you and your partners. And then you have to do the final level that has invisible landmines, too. Right? And sniper rifles shooting at you and spawn killing you all the time. So, that's Resident Evil. And then Psych Patients, too. And zombie elephants and all that shit. Okay? So, that was Resident Evil. But, this is God of War. Okay? God of War didn't have brain-dead AIs like this fucking game. I was by myself, so it was a little bit of a better experience. But the part at the end was pretty kind of annoying, okay? But again, it was a horde mode mission, and I had to like utilize the strategy, the cheap attack of XXY, XXY, or on PlayStation it's square, square, triangle, square, square, triangle. And if you do that attack, you can like scatter them all. And then I guess you could have that special ability where you can do some stuff. And then the guy with the rotating cliff is kind of annoying because he gets in the way. So that part wasn't too bad because The conveyor belts were the worst because you were like moving, it moves you left, moves you right. You can't stand on the platforms. They burn you in one shot, you die. There's guys with detonator bolts firing at you constantly. There's bats that do airstrikes on you. It was really bad, that part. I think that part was the hardest part of the game because it was unnecessarily hard for no reason, right? If that was like a final boss segment, that would have been more acceptable because again, in this game, people are going to rage quit at the box. The very beginning of the game. That's like literally at the very beginning of the game. People are going to rage quit at the box. Which is sad because the rest of the game is so amazing. And then when you get to the final room of Pandora, you're probably going to lose even more players. And then they don't experience that epic final boss battle. And you may lose some players at protecting the chick or whatever at the end there. Maybe. But since it's the final battle, you kind of can get, like, cut it some slack, you know, because it's the final battle. So 3 potential bad things part of the game, still getting a 9 out of 10, I think is pretty damn good. 9 out of 10 is what I give God of War 1. Truly an amazing game. Even if it does have camera angles, it's still... It's such a unique game. Just the way they did the camera angles, like the way the shots were taken and everything. Everything was just cinematically and done properly, even for its time. The things that they were doing. The obstacle courses that they were building. Ahead of its time. So that is going to be the end of my God of War 1 experience. And relatively, it was a great experience. I didn't really get upset at all, except for that last part of Pandora's Temple, which it was kind of fair. Like, I rewatched it, I was a little bit negative, but I think I made some fair points, even though I'm probably just a fucking raging asshole that just raged, and it was at the end of a 10-hour session, right? So, maybe I was just being a stupid noob. Because today was awesome. It was great. It was such an amazing epic boss battle. I feel like maybe they shouldn't have done the scene in the middle. Maybe they should have just had 3 different boss battles in a row, so you have to fight in 3 times in a row or something like that. I think they should have done that, because that boss battle reminds me of the boss battle from The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. And his hair was on fire too. So Nintendo definitely got inspiration. Like, there's so many inspirational throwbacks to this game that I've seen in other games. Not direct ripoffs, but inspirations. And it kind of bugs me when Nintendo's going after, like, Power World and all these people nowadays with these stupid patent bullshits. Like, bro, Power World was a better game than Pokemon. Just deal with it. Maybe you should make a better Pokemon game instead of going after them from some stupid lawsuits, you know? People are going to borrow inspiration from anybody. Like on Master's Fortress, I borrowed inspiration from GoldenEye Rogue Agent. And I borrowed inspiration from God of War. And I borrowed inspiration from Darksiders 2, which is another amazing game. Just like God of War. It's a hack and slash game, except it doesn't have awkward camera angles. It's actually better. Right, but it's still a hard game, and it's rewarding. And I 100%ed that game. I was really good at that game. Like, I beat the game on the hardest difficulty. I got all the achievements. It was great. I didn't get all the achievements. I think the only ones I missed was those, like, collectible things because they were glitched on the Xbox 360. But yeah, it's a great game. Great game. But although Darksiders kind of died because the third one was not very, very good. And it's interesting because I 100%ed the third game. I got all the achievements for the third game. So, yeah. Even though I gave it like a 6 or 5 out of 10 or something like that. Which was not very good. Right? Darksiders 1 I would say was a little bit better. I gave that one a 7. Darksiders 1. So if you like God of War, you're probably going to like some Darksiders, because it's very similar, and then you can probably transfer to Dark Souls, because I bought Elden Ring, so eventually I'm going to play Elden Ring on my Xbox, because I purchased it on sale on Xbox, but I'm starting to gravitate to the PC, because I really like the PC, because it has better frame rates, but the reason why I got Elden Ring on Xbox is because people told me that there are really horrible frame rate issues in Elden Ring on PC, but I don't know if that's because people have shitty fucking PCs. That could be the possibility too, but you just don't know, right? And the person I got this information from was from some ordinary gamers, so I don't know if some ordinary gamers got that information from somebody else or he was experiencing this himself. So I mean, I'm going to believe him, and I guess I'm going to buy it on the console. If that was a mistake, I have no idea. But anyways, that is the end of God of War 1, and short stream because it's the finale. It was great. It was really good. I beat Ares first try. Well, not really, because I died a few times yesterday. Today I beat it first try. I took a few tries on that. I don't know if I did the final Ares battle. I don't know if I did that first try. I know my game froze. I'm not sure if I think I may have died a few times during that battle, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't remember. It was a great game, Philip. It's an amazing game. It's truly a masterpiece. Truly a masterpiece. I'll be playing some God of War 2 on normal difficulty because I think I should be playing. Yeah, it was a great, Philip. It was great. It was 9 out of 10. It was great. It was amazing. I truly loved it. The last battle was tough. The one where you have to protect your mother and child was really tough. Okay? I still think the part that pissed me off was the last room of Pandora's Temple, which is very, very, very hard for me. I'm going to play some God of War 2. I don't know if I'm going to do it today. And that's no more God of War for me. I tried getting Ascension, Ghost of Sparta, and Chains of Olympus to work on the emulators, but I don't really know about those emulators. I don't know how to work them. I have no experience with those consoles at all because I've never actually owned the PS3 or PSP or anything. So I have no idea. Okay. I never owned the PS2 either, but the PS2 was relatively easy to set up, the PS2 emulator. Then the Dolphin one as well. So yeah. God of War 2 is going to be epic. Well, I can't wait. I gave this one a 9 out of 10. So this is a really, really good game, okay? So yeah, I didn't get pissed off this episode. Didn't get pissed off. I kind of got a little ragey because my game froze. Go back and watch the... But I think that's an emulation problem. But I could be wrong. I'm not sure. It was great. It was a good game. It was a good game. It was a really good game. It was a good game. It didn't end up like this game, right? The reason why Outbreak was bad because I was playing with my AIs, so I didn't really have the best experience, if you think about it. If I was probably playing with real players, I probably would have a better experience. Oh. I'm definitely in the zone, like the experience. The reason why I put it on normal mode is because I beaten God of War 3. I did not beat it on Titan mode. I made it to an area before Zeus and I got stuck and then my save data got corrupted. So I was like, screw this. I'm not going to beat Titan mode all over again. So I have experience with God of War 3 and I have a Let's Play here on the channel if you want to watch. Long time ago. I think I did it in parts. And I think I beat the Spike Room first try, but I think I was playing it on easy mode, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not sure. I don't know if I was doing it on normal mode. So yeah, just to give you a heads up there. I think all the other games, just all normal. God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok, which I think was the best God of War game ever made. I don't even want to say in my opinion. I just think that God of War Ragnarok is a perfect game. Right, even though I was not really a fan of the DLC too much, mainly because I have inferior software. If I had the PS5 or on PC, yes, I would totally love the DLC, but I was getting like a frame rate delay and I was not really enjoying my time with the PS4 version because again, I was playing a new school game on old gen software, so it kind of like ruins the experience a little bit. But I still gave it a 9 out of 10. I still love the DLC. I still gave it a shot. It was free. So maybe in the future, I may get God of War Ragnarok on PC and experience it one last time, but I'm probably gonna go on it on easy mode or something, because I've already, or probably on a harder difficulty. Who knows? I just want to experience the game again, and yeah, on better quality settings. But I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure, and yeah. But yeah, that's really about it when it comes to this game. I'm definitely gonna be playing God of War. It's gonna be the final game. So I don't want to make this stream more than an hour 30 minutes long. It's good. I loved it. So see ya. And thank you for all the chatters, Free and MMO and everybody in chat. And also shout out to the chat disconnected. That happened, I think, like 50 times during last 2 days ago stream on Pandora's Temple. It was just nothing but disconnected. And I had a guy in there be like, where are you going? You're going the wrong way. And I'm like, bro, it's my first time. Are you serious? I don't know if he was trolling or he didn't read the title. But hey, that's just how it is.